This faculty member from Technology Operations and Management Department was selected by Lauren Jakey of the women's basketball team. Lauren selected this professor because he has an engaging and unique teaching style that keeps my interest in every class meeting. He really shows that he wants his students to learn and be successful in the classroom and the business world. Being escorted by Tyler Swope of the men's soccer team, please welcome Professor Jeffrey Geis. Our next faculty member from the Kinesiology and Health Promotion Department was selected by Erin Noriega of the women's volleyball team. Erin selected this professor because he breaks things down in a way that's easy to understand and relates it to the real-world situations. I have learned all about biomechanics in an environment where his classes are always interesting and fun. Being escorted by Brianna Tyria of the women's volleyball team, please welcome Professor Christopher Patterson. Our next faculty member is from the Interdisciplinary General Education Department and was selected by Allison Sauvé of the women's soccer team. Allison selected this professor because he has encouraged me to explore my thoughts more deeply and to care more about the environment. He is very involved with his students and truly wants to see each person succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, being escorted by Allison Sauvé of the women's soccer team, please welcome Professor Kenneth Stahl. Our next faculty member is from the theater department and was selected by Erika Ontiveros of the women's soccer team. Erika selected this professor because of her hard work and dedications to students and her department. She motivates me to want to learn more because of her incredible passion, expertise, and experience. Bronco fans being escorted by Erika Ontiveros of the women's soccer team, please welcome Sharika Rivas, who is here to accept for Professor Marilee Murray Walsh. Our next faculty member is from Psychology and Sociology Department and was selected by Kelsey Parrish of the women's track and field team. Kelsey selected this professor because he sets high expectations for his students, but has the patience and ability to help them learn and achieve. He motivates me with his depth of knowledge and enthusiasm in his teaching style. Tonight, being escorted by Kelsey Parrish of the women's track and field team, please welcome Professor Dennis Liu. Next up, this staff member from Admissions and Outreach is an integral team leader who ensures efficiency and collaboration with the athletic department. She is appreciated for her support and professionalism and her ability to think outside of the box, to improve or find better ways of doing things. Tonight, being escorted by Heather Corder of the women's track and field team, please welcome Deborah Brandon. Our next staff member is from the registrar's office and is an invaluable team leader who has improved the process and procedures within our departments. She goes out of her way to make things happen and instills energy and collaborative passion that makes everyone around her better. Being escorted by Megan Byrne of the women's volleyball team, please welcome Dora Lee. And Fred. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are. Congratulations to these from the history department, who was selected by Francois Choey of the men's basketball team. Francois selected this professor because of her passion for history and the way she teaches. She makes the material easier to understand and inspires me to want to learn more. Being escorted by Heather Corder of the women's track and field team, please welcome Professor Ann Oroki. Next up, this faculty member from the Political Science Department was selected by Terrence Drisnam of the men's basketball team. Terrence selected this professor because he engages each student in the learning and thinking process. He motivates me to want to do more and be a positive influence in the world. I have learned how to think critically while also respecting differences of opinions. Being escorted by Terrence Drisnam of the men's basketball team, please welcome Professor Redford Reese. Our next faculty member is from the Electrical and Computer Engineering Department and was selected by Kristen Mahara of the women's soccer team. Kristen selected this professor because he motivates me to be better at programming and shows me what it takes to be great in this field. He is very understanding and patient in working with students. Not only have I gained from the content in the course, but I've also learned the necessary skills to be a better engineer. Please welcome, being escorted by Kristen Mahara of the women's soccer team, Professor Rajan Chandra. Our next faculty member is from the Civil Engineering Department and was selected by Tony Bichet of the men's soccer team. Tony selected this professor because he makes a different subject more fun to learn and uses real-life problems as learning tools. I am always focused and excited each time I have class. From this professor, I have learned that no matter what life throws at you, there's always a way to overcome anything. Being escorted by Tony Bishara of the men's soccer team, please welcome Professor Deba Yanagari. Our next faculty member is from the Engineering Technology Department and was selected by Lionel Espinoza of the men's soccer team. Lionel selected this professor because he shares his knowledge and professional experience in helping students. He makes class fun and teaches in an effective way that helps students learn the material. He also motivated me to join a student club in my field. Tonight, being escorted by Lionel Espinoza of the men's soccer team, please welcome Professor Yasser Salim. Our next member is from the Psychology and Sociology Department and was selected by Chris Carlson of the baseball team. Chris selected this professor because he really cares about his students and does a great job of making students understand the material. He motivates me to achieve more when he shares his experiences of how he became a professor. I have learned different ways to view the world and the people in it. Being escorted by Chris Carlson of the baseball team, please welcome Professor Michael Chavez. Our next faculty member is from the Electrical Engineering Department and was selected by Jacob Cummings of the men's track and field team. Jacob selected this professor because he provides great insight and experience in preparing students for the future. He has an effective teaching style and uses real-world examples in his class. I feel better prepared knowing what to expect by having him as a professor. Tonight, being escorted by Jacob Cummings of the men's track and field team, please welcome Professor Richard Cochran. Our first staff member is from the University Housing Services, provides invaluable assistance and support to Bronco athletics. The collaboration between housing, athletics, and campus spirit continues to grow and be successful because of his help. His dedication to students and Bronco athletics is truly appreciated. Being escorted by Erika Ontiveros of the women's soccer team, please welcome Reyes Luna. Our next staff member is from Financial Aid and Scholarships, and they are a valued colleague who is instrumental in the support of student athletes. She consistently provides timely and quality work. she diligently ensures that the job is done accurately and always in the best interest of the student in mind. Her dedication and support is greatly appreciated. Tonight, being escorted by Brianna Tiria of the women's volleyball team, please welcome Marcia Starcher. Our next staff member is from Public Affairs. They promote Bronco athletics by always putting coaches and student athletes in the best possible light, literally and figuratively. He and his spectacular photography can be found all across campus, where he is able to capture those special moments. His work greatly enhances the Broncos' publicity and marketing. We are lucky to have him on a Bronco team. Being escorted by Heather Corder of the women's track and field team, please welcome Tom Zanaginski. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to these outstanding faculty and staff members of Cal Poly Pomona. How about a big Kellogg Gym hand for